The way you reach peace of mind and just becoming peace, at peace with everything, just everything in your life, the whole entire world, is only focusing on yourself. A lot of people, they're always trying to reach peace of mind by having a full understanding of everything. And that goes for people as well, and what other people are doing, and focusing on things that they can't even control in their life, other people's life, the things around them. But it's very simple to reach a state of peace that is just focusing on your life and everything that you're doing within your life. This is something that I learned because I was always at war with myself. It felt like I got on this self-improvement journey and I was so desperate to improve and better my situation and achieve all my goals. When things weren't going right, I would beat myself up. And I was just, yeah, it felt like I was at war constantly because I also built a hatred for my job as well. And the whole time I was trying to better myself, but I wasn't, I was improving in some areas, but there was a lot of, it was basically just doing more harm than good, to put it simply. And recently, I would say I've finally came at peace with myself. I made drastic improvements within my life, and I stopped doing a lot of things that I was doing in maybe the last month. I would say the last month I've just reached a point where I'm just happy, and I'm happy with how things are going and who I am as a person. Even when things that aren't really going in my favor, I'm reacting in a way that only breeds positive things to happen. I'm not saying I'm winning in every single area of my life. There's still a lot of things that I'm working on, and even these videos, they're not, it's not like they're going crazy viral and I'm getting all these dopamine hits because I'm, getting a lot of success right now. My YouTube channel, it hasn't grown massively, but it's, it's doing all right. There's some steady growth there, and I understand that I'm not always going to be waking up to an extra, 50 subs or even 20 subs, 10 subs every single day. It doesn't happen, or is not happening right now. But I'm not reacting in a bad way, and I was sort of just thinking to myself this morning. This was a sort of conversation I was having with myself. It's like, damn, like I'm at peace with everything. And I was thinking back to how I got to this point, because I've been trying to get to this point for a long time now. And honestly, the only thing I can put it down to is I've just been focusing on myself, and I haven't been following anyone else's blueprint for life. I'm sort of looking at what other people are doing, taking some inspiration, but ultimately I'm just living life through what I want to do, sort of making up my own blueprint. And that's sort of a pillar in my life that I'm working real hard on, not trying to follow any blueprint of what other people have been doing. I'm not necessarily reinventing the wheel, but I'm like, okay, like this guy made a video and he's just talking to the camera. There's no editing or nothing like that, and it went viral. So why can I not do that? Whereas a lot of other people are telling me I gotta do all these certain things, but like I've been doing what everyone else has been doing for the past 2.5 years, and there isn't any growth in my pages, in myself as well. So I'm like, you know what, like, why don't I just work on my own accord, do what I want to do. And another thing is just the way I react to situations. It's just in a positive manner. I'm not a hothead anymore. I'm a real chilled, laid out guy, but laid back guy, sorry. But yeah, I'm just, wake up every single day, not going over the top or anything like that, but I'm like, well, I got to go to work, whether I like it or not. No, I'm blessed to be able to go to work. I'm blessed to be able to learn a actual high value skill that is valuable to the world, which is painting cars. because everyone wants their car back on the road. And I'm just in a positive frame of mind, but it's not like over the top, like I'm not, jumping around all happy, but I'm just chilled out. They're like, you know what, let's do the work, let's go to the gym, let's come back, let's record some content, helping you guys. And all of these little things, the just being positive and only focusing on myself, not listening to any blueprint, not overly taking everyone's advice and thinking this is what I got to do, this is right. And ultimately just being happy with how things are going, understanding that everything's a journey. It's got me to the point where I'm just at peace. I wake up and I haven't, honestly speaking, a lot of people that work 9 to 5, they always go on about this, Sunday feeling, and it's something I've experienced myself. So to a degree it is true, but it's a mindset thing. Every Sunday I used to be like, it gets like 4 or 5 o'clock, and I would just be like, damn, like, oh no, like I've got to go to work tomorrow. This is not good. Like, and it would just put me in a bad mood. I haven't had that feeling for a good few months now. And that's when I started twigging that there must be some change. There must be like a big change, because I had it for a long time, like years. And that's when I was like, damn, like, I'm actually, like, there's actual growth there, there's actual change there. And I was thinking, like, what is it? Like, what is it? And I've spoken about this book before. It's called The Secret. And I think that's when everything started to come together. And I did reach this point where I'm just so laid back about everything. It's just crazy. Like, things could be falling apart around me, and I would just, there is no emotion to it. It's like, okay, let's fix this. That's the only thing in my mind. And like, I want to, stress the only way you'll actually be able to reach the point where you are just so at peace with life is just focusing on yourself. Don't like let other people drain your energy. Don't let other people take your energy. Another thing that you'll probably find in your workplace, if you do work a 9 to 5, is a lot of negative people, and negative people breed negative people if they're not mentally strong enough to, one, just look at them and think, okay, like, what you're saying just isn't true. You're just moaning for the sake of moaning. And two, if you're not mentally strong enough just to ignore it, is hard. I understand that. But you do need to, like, be able to have full control over your situation, but only have control over your situation. Don't try to change other people. Just focus on your own paper, your own story, and I promise you that making these small changes in your life will get you to the point where you are just happy with how everything's going, and it is a great feeling. And you just focus on doing your work, doing what you got to do. There is no negative emotion towards anything. And yeah, guys, like, you've got to be willing to make a change. That's what I will say. You can't stay in a negative frame of mind and not care to make a change, because there won't be any positive change at all. Like, you've got to be willing to put down, the sympathy attitude and try and get everyone to feel sorry for you, feeling sorry for yourself, because that ultimately is what will hold you back. And I think that's what holds a lot of people back. They are always trying to get people to feel sorry for themselves. They force, mad style. They always try and get people to feel sorry for them, and they also feel very sorry for themselves. Like, that's some like dumb thing, like when people get crazy angry at traffic and I think it's the end of the world. It's weird because they're not the only ones stuck in the traffic. Because if they were, there would be no traffic. It's, small things like that. Like, just notice it and realize, oh, well, no matter how angry I get, I'm still going to be in traffic. Just sit there, enjoy the music, enjoy the journey. And ultimately, everything does happen for a reason. the amount of times I've probably said ultimately in this video is mental, but yeah, like that's all I have to say, is to reach a state of peace, you have to only be focused on what you can change in your own life. Then you'll get to the point where you are just satisfied with the journey and how it's going. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.